against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Offense in a bunch formation. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Mensah. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Makes the catch at the 35. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Looking for the edge, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They want to run it left here. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. It'll be 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Say it. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Lets it fly. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's Mensa to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You can tell.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go with Brown. Got a little grass. Still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. He's loose down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Throwing, say it. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Motion from the back. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Lofton. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Mensah. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Off play action on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. Mensah. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Caught, and he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a...
Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Sayin pulls it in. It's West. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Gain of 12. Good enough for a first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
To the air, it's Sayin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Looking left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Here's Mensah to throw. Catch open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice.
There he goes.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Say it. Grabs it in the middle. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Number 96 set to kick this one away.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Throwing, Mensah. He's taking the shot. Goes high to pull it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricane! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The Hurricanes back on top.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Throw it, say it. Completes it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The Buckeyes with an answer.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cotton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on second down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Line getting set on second down. Might as well stick with him. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the run, it's Fletcher. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here's the handoff. Here's a little room there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Mensah. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you.